What does an introvert look like to you? Maybe someone super shy, quiet, not big on talking, and seemingly without standout traits. Even introverts themselves might nod along to that description. But here's the thing. Introverts have some incredible hidden strengths, almost like superpowers. Introverts possess a knack for self-awareness that's rare and powerful. Often, they don't even realize they've got this gift. This self-awareness shows up in unique ways, like their ability to dive deep into their inner world as naturally as breathing. As a true introvert, I get what it's like to sink into that inner space. Picture this, during a chat with others. An introvert might seem a bit lost, missing a beat or two in the conversation. But while they're off in the group story, they're right at home in their own. Their inner world never stops buzzing. It's loud, passionate, alive. If you're an introvert doubting your way with words, take a step back. You've got a secret weapon, your inner monologue, or as some call it, the poetic internal dialogue. It's like having a constant, vibrant conversation with yourself. This inner voice isn't just chatter. It's the key to connection. Great conversations aren't about flashy words or endless talking. They hinge on one thing, understanding. If you can't understand yourself, you'll struggle to get others, even on a surface level. If you don't know your own heart, you can't fully step into someone else's. And if you haven't faced your own wounds, you'll never truly soothe the scars in another person's heart or memories. That's the introvert's edge. Self-awareness unlocks empathy. Another strength. Introverts are totally okay with being alone. They don't just tolerate solitude. They crave it. That just me vibe is their happy place, where thoughts flow freely, sometimes without a clear start or end. Even in close relationships, introverts carve out private space to recharge in their mental world. It's not about shutting others out. It's about staying grounded. Crowded, chaotic settings, full of mixed emotions, words, and thoughts, can overwhelm them. Too much noise, and they might spiral into a version of themselves that feels foreign. Their brains are wired for deep, independent thinking. They need time and space to sort through their thoughts and make sense of what's happening around them. I remember cramming for a tough economics exam in college. While classmates formed noisy study groups in the library, I went solo. The professor had warned us, don't stress, but most of you will flop this. It's brutal, and you're not math majors. That hit hard, but I doubled down, studying alone day and night. By midterms, I nailed nearly 90% of the test, finishing faster than even the smarter kids. Solitude didn't just help me pass. It showed me I could tackle anything. That economics exam taught me something bigger. I wasn't a math genius, but I was stubborn, relentlessly stubborn. It wasn't about raw talent. It was about grit. Just because something seems impossible doesn't mean it's out of reach. And just because everyone else is teaming up doesn't mean you have to follow. The real key is knowing yourself. When you understand who you are, you can pinpoint your best tools and wield them like a pro. Introverts shine at listening more than talking. Most of them, maybe all, lean into hearing others out. Even with close friends, where they feel safe to open up, they'll pause mid-conversation. Those pauses aren't awkward. They're purposeful. Sometimes, they're soaking in what the other person's saying. Other times, they're tuning into their inner world's whispers. When you master your inner dialogue, you unlock the ability to explore the deepest corners of someone else's mind, no matter how hidden or complex. That's the hallmark of true self-awareness, deeply understanding your own value and that of others. There's a term in English called cognitive reserve. Think of it as your brain's ability to adapt, finding clever workarounds to get things done efficiently. It's like your mind's agility in pulling together skills to solve problems or face challenges. Harvard Health Publishing points out that nurturing social connections is a cornerstone of brain health and cognitive training. Quality relationships depend on empathy and understanding, And listening is just as powerful as any motivational speech. Introverts also tackle inner problems before outer ones, unlike extroverts who often dive into the external world first. Introverts prioritize their inner rhythm. If their thoughts or emotions skip a beat, they might spend a whole day untangling it. Overthinking can be a double-edged sword, though. If you're stuck in a loop, feeling restless and sinking into negativity, that's a red flag your mind's a bit battered. But if your thoughts grow, pushing you to break free from old limits and find peace, that's the good stuff. Thoughts that heal and inspire. Because introverts don't rely on the outside world to meet their needs, they're at ease in their own space. This makes them sharply aware of their desires, strengths, and talents. They discover themselves through what they create. Take me, for example. When I started writing, I was clueless, barely stringing words together. Over time, my sentences grew longer, deeper, more complete. It wasn't until readers connected with my work that I realized writing was my catalyst for change. Through crafting stories, I found strengths, depth in conveying ideas, and a bold, sensitive way with words. When I hit my writing stride, especially on topics I'm passionate about, the words just flow. It's like I'm dancing with language, and that rhythm keeps both me and my readers hooked. That's when I knew I had a rare gift, expressing emotions in a way that's both profound and touching. Sometimes, when I'm deep in a writing groove, it feels like I'm telling the stories of people I've never even met. That's the magic of an introvert's self-awareness. It runs so deep it connects you to others in ways you didn't expect. Introverts don't need to work hard to tap into this ability. It's almost like it was built into them from the start. The challenge is nurturing it daily, letting your inner world grow richer and more vibrant with each passing moment. Self-awareness isn't just an introvert thing. Extroverts have it too. But for introverts, it's like second nature, a quiet strength that doesn't need much coaxing. The trick is to keep feeding it. When your inner world starts talking to the real you, that's when you truly get yourself. And once you do, you can connect with the thoughts and feelings of those you care about on a whole new level. It's like unlocking a door to deeper empathy. Let's backtrack to that writing journey of mine. Every sentence I crafted was a step toward understanding myself better. Early on, my words were clunky, like a kid learning to ride a bike. But with practice, they got smoother, more meaningful. Each piece I wrote was like a mirror, reflecting parts of me I hadn't seen before. When readers started saying, "This feels like my story," it hit me, my writing wasn't just about me. It was a bridge to others. That's when I knew my inner world wasn't just a private hideout. It was a tool for connection. Introverts often find themselves through creating, whether it's writing, art, or even problem solving. It's in those moments of making that they uncover their strengths. For me, writing revealed my ability to dive deep into ideas and express them with a kind of raw, emotional clarity. It's not about showing off. It's about capturing something real and sharing it. That's what makes introverts' creations so powerful. They come from a place of introspection and authenticity. This ties back to their love for solitude. Alone time isn't just a break. It's where they recharge and process. Unlike extroverts, who might thrive in a bustling crowd, introverts need quiet to hear their thoughts clearly. That's why noisy environments can throw them off. It's like static jamming their mental radio. But give them a calm space, and their minds light up, sorting through ideas with laser focus. Think of it like this: an introvert's brain is a library, not a concert hall. It's full of ideas waiting to be explored, but it needs silence to make sense of them. That's why they're so good at tackling complex problems. They've already spent hours thinking through every angle. My economics exam was proof. While others leaned on group energy, I leaned on my quiet focus. That solitude didn't just get me a good grade. It showed me I could trust my own mind to figure things out. That trust in my own mind became a game changer. Introverts don't just stumble into self-awareness. They build it through moments like these, where they prove to themselves what they're capable of. It's not about chasing external validation. It's about knowing your own worth. For introverts, that inner clarity is like a compass, guiding them through life's chaos. They don't need a loud crowd to feel grounded. Their quiet strength does the heavy lifting. One big way introverts flex this strength is by prioritizing their inner world over external demands. If something's off, say, a nagging thought or a twinge of unease, they'll hit pause and dive inward. They might spend hours, even a whole day, sorting through what's bothering them. It's not overthinking for the sake of it. It's about keeping their inner rhythm steady. Extroverts might jump to fix the world around them first, but introverts know that real solutions start from within. This focus can be a double-edged sword, though. Get stuck in a negative thought spiral, and it's like quicksand, dragging you deeper into frustration or self-doubt. I've been there, replaying a mistake until it feels like the end of the world. But when those thoughts spark growth, pushing you to break old habits or heal old wounds, that's when they're gold. Those are the moments that make your heart feel lighter, your mind clearer, like you've just solved a puzzle. Because introverts are so comfortable in their own space, they're hyper-aware of their needs and talents. They don't lean on the outside world to define them. Instead, they carve out their own path, often through creative outlets. My writing journey is a perfect example. What started as clumsy sentences turned into a way to explore who I am. Each word I wrote helped me uncover a piece of myself, like digging up treasure. When readers connected with my stories, it wasn't just a win. It was proof that my inner world could resonate with others. This ability to create from within is why introverts often surprise people. They might seem quiet, but their minds are buzzing with ideas. When they finally share their work, whether it's a story, a painting, or a solution to a problem, it's like a firework going off. That's because they've spent so much time refining their thoughts in solitude. It's not about showing off. It's about sharing something authentic, something that's been carefully crafted in their inner workshop. Take my writing, for instance. When I'm in the zone, it's like the words pour out effortlessly. I can write for hours without stopping, especially when the topic lights me up. That flow comes from knowing myself, my strengths, my emotions, my unique way of seeing the world. It's not just about putting words on a page. It's about capturing a feeling so vividly that it feels like I'm speaking for others. 2. That's the introvert's gift, turning quiet reflection into something that echoes far beyond themselves. That ability to speak for others, to capture their unspoken feelings, is what makes introverts so special. It's not just about self-awareness. It's about using that awareness to build bridges to other people's hearts. When I write, I'm not just sharing my story. I'm giving voice to emotions that others might struggle to name. It's like I'm holding up a mirror for them, showing them their own truths. That's the power of an introvert's inner world. It doesn't just stay inside. It reaches out and connects. This gift isn't exclusive to introverts. Extroverts can be self-aware, too. But for introverts, it's almost effortless, like it's woven into their DNA. The key is to keep nurturing it. Every day, you've got to tend to your inner world, letting it grow fuller, more colorful, more alive. It's like tending a garden. The more care you put in, the more it blooms. And when your inner world is thriving, you can tap into your own thoughts and feelings with crystal clarity. That's when you start to truly understand the people you love, not just on the surface but in a deep, soul-level way. My writing taught me this. Each piece I crafted was a step toward knowing myself better, but it also showed me how to feel what others feel. When readers said my words hit home, it wasn't just about the writing. It was about the connection. I realized my inner world wasn't just a quiet retreat. It was a tool for empathy, a way to touch lives I'd never even crossed paths with. That's what introverts do. They take their quiet strength and turn it into something universal. It all comes back to that inner dialogue, the constant hum of thoughts that introverts know so well. Whether it's through writing, listening, or simply sitting with their own minds, they're always exploring, always learning. That's why they're so good at solving problems, building relationships, and creating things that matter. They don't need the spotlight to shine. Their work speaks for itself, crafted in the quiet moments they cherish. So, if you're an introvert, embrace that inner world. It's not a flaw. It's your superpower. Keep nurturing it, and you'll find it's not just about understanding yourself. It's about understanding the world. And if you're not an introvert, take a page from their book. Listen more, reflect deeper, and give yourself space to grow. We all have an inner world waiting to be explored. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the hidden strengths of introverts. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and hit that subscribe button to keep exploring big ideas with us. I'm your guide, signing off for now. See you in the next video, where we'll dive into another topic that sparks curiosity and lights up the mind.